Hello, I'm Candace Wu, and I'm a holistic healer and the host of the Embody podcast. This video is a special extension of an interview with Joy Curran of Aligned Living in Perth, Australia. You can find the full episode and learn more about healing with horses, as well as Joy's work at candacewu.com/joy. With this video, I'd like to share the magical experience of my first equine-assisted learning session with Joy and her horse, Chaya. Let's get right into it. So we're in Wanneroo, Australia, which is in Perth, and this is the farm that Joy and I had our podcast in. We set up right there on that gazebo while the goats, the little lambs just like bleated and ran around us. And I'm about to have an equine therapy session. Well, Joy calls it equine assisted learning. And today we're working with stepping into joy, actually, go figure. So you get to see the inside story of my experience with Joy and Chaya. To open the session, Joy asked me about what my intentions were and what I'd like to receive in the session.
So obviously we're going to be doing a session with Chaya over there in a few minutes. But first I just invite you to share with me anything that you're interested in exploring today. What you'd like to get out of our session together.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, something I shared with you earlier about how this last 10 years of my life has been about healing, major healing, and on just so many different levels. And I've just done these giant pieces, and now I'm feeling more into pleasure and wanting to experience fun and joy. Not that that I haven't in the last 10 years, but just the focus of my life was on healing. And I've just wanted to make that shift even more so to enjoy my life.
Yeah, and give yourself permission to enjoy your life.
Exactly.
Yeah, just deepen into that some more. Great, we can definitely do that today.
Before I got to meet Chaya, Joy told me her lovely story and also why Chaya is just the perfect horse for healing.
So, this is Chaya, and actually her name means full of life. And it also, it has connotations of eternal life, of healing and restoration, of abundance in life, and experiencing joy in life.
Perfect.
So I think that is, she's the perfect horse for our session today, I think.
Yeah.
And she's also been on a healing journey herself. When she came to me, she was very obese and she was suffering from laminitis. Not quite finished healing, but definitely much more getting closer to that stage of enjoying life.
Yeah, that's interesting. Kind of a overlapping
There's a
experience.
bit of parallel there, yeah. I think the horses need to be healthy to be able to offer to people.
What's so important about working with horses is that you must be grounded. So Joy guided me into a 3-step process of rooting into the earth, noticing the breath of life through my body, and experiencing our session and the space around us as if it were the Garden of Eden, like a paradise. At the time of the session, I didn't know very much about horses, so Joy tuned me into the nature of horses. She talked about how they're prey animals and they're very tuned into their safety, which was a great reminder for me of being in my body, as well as horses' size and their strength.
So, shall we go meet her?
Yeah, please.
Let's
love to. My first meeting with Chaya was delightful, and I just loved her. It was super friendly. She just came right up to me and gave me hugs, wanted more food, which I didn't have. But here are some of my thoughts in reflecting upon that first meeting.
So, what are you thinking, feeling, noticing?
Just her ease,
Right, yeah.
Telling you more, or just asking for what she wants and then going for what, the next moment, what she desires, and just easy.
Yeah.
Not a worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just grew up not really listening to what my wants and needs are.
Right.
And I had to learn that. And so just see how easy horses
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
And are communicating that to people.
Yeah.
It's really cool. The beautiful thing that Joy offered was the space to be aware and notice and reflect on what was already happening in this space in just a few short minutes. I was already receiving so much healing and new awareness from these very basic interactions with Chaya. Feeling calm connection. It's nice.
Coming between us.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like some space with her alone?
Sure.
Yeah.
In contrast to something like a horseback riding session, this session had no agenda but for me to receive and take whatever I wanted to, as well as what Chaya wanted. But I was excited and thrilled to just get to spend time with Chaya, getting to know her spirit, her personality, and to have a little alone time with her. Little? Oof. Thank you. It was really amazing how Chaya could just sense what I needed and wanted. I came into this session wanting to ride and learn how to ride better, but here's what happened instead. I had this dream a couple of times, like this beautiful brown horse comes to me, and at some point I'm just like laying on her without a saddle, but just like my body on top.
Yeah.
And just it was so healing.
Right. Would you like to do that with Chaya?
Yeah, actually I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think she would do it with me? We'll see. Yeah.
One of her other favourite things is standing still.
Oh, good. I like that too.
Yeah.
Chaya and Joy are teaching me so much about being still, and not from a mental standpoint, thinking about being still, but actually just being there together. After hearing my story, Joy gave me the opportunity to embody my dream, to lie down on Chaya just like it was in the story, and to explore what that would feel like in real life. While it looks like there wasn't much happening, so much was going on the inside. I felt a kind of stillness and weightlessness where time was unimportant and everything was moving on around me, going on without me. This is a feeling that you can't quite create for yourself unless you receive it through touch, through early life, and I felt like I was filling in the gaps of what I didn't receive in my nervous system. Feeling calmness, feeling peace, feeling that I could truly be at ease. Feeling the steadiness and the support of Chaya underneath me gave me an incredible feeling of safety, ease, and trust in the world, trust in myself, and trust in relying on those around me. In noticing my own interaction with Chaya, I worried about how she would feel or if she felt uncomfortable when I was moving around. And what I learned was that I didn't need to worry about her one bit. She would absolutely tell me or move in some way if she felt hurt or uncomfortable. This gave me a reflection, a mirror of what I do in my normal life is I worry about how others are going to feel, and I worry that they can't take care of themselves. So seeing this through Chaya gave me a new trust. As we came close to the end of the session, Joy gave me the space to explore what happened for me, what was going on in my body, and how I felt, and any other reflections that I wanted to express. While I was able to articulate a few of the things that were going on in me, I knew that later I would just receive so much more from this experience. I was so grateful and happy to receive Joy's blessing at the end. Thanks so much for joining us today. If you want to learn more about Joy's work as well as how horses can be healing, you can find the full podcast interview with Joy at CandiceWu.com/joy. If you've had your personal experiences with equine therapy or have any questions for me, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below or contact me through my website, which will be linked in the description below as well. Before you go, I'd like to invite you to listen to other interviews with healers, as well as meditations and healing experientials on the Embody podcast, which is a show all about remembering and embodying your true nature, your inner wisdom, and self-love. You can find the Embody podcast on iTunes, Spotify, as well as on my page at CandiceWu.com/podcast. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you again. Bye.